Hello, Cozy Gamers, and welcome back to the Cozy Gaming Club, where today we are taking a look at some of the cozy games that are on sale in Steam's autumn sale. But with so many different games on sale, it can be hard to choose which one or ones to buy, so I scoured the sales and put together this list of 16 cozy games that are the cheapest they've ever been. There are some big names on this list and also some lesser known games that you may not know about. So let's dive straight in, starting with one of the biggest names on this list, Fae Farm. Fae Farm is a magical single-player or multiplayer farming game that was released earlier this year on Steam and Switch. There was a lot of controversy at the time about this game due to the price and some of the aspects of the gameplay, but it's now on sale for 25% off. In Fae Farm, you escape to a remote island to start a new life, only to discover that there are some strange things going on and, surprise surprise, they need your help to fix them. Adventure awaits as you traverse the realms of Azoria. Create your own unique character and immerse yourself in an enchanting journey as you explore new areas and restore the world as the seasons change. The thing I loved the most about Fae Farm was how magic was woven into every aspect of the game. From the crops on your farm to the enemies in the mine and the work tables you use for crafting. The devs really said, let's make a magical farming game, and they did it. But there are also drawbacks like the limited character dialogue and the short day cycles. I've linked my full review above if you want to hear all of my thoughts on Fae Farm. Next up is Witchy Life Story, which I've seen around a lot recently because it just launched on Switch. This whimsical visual novel also has a magical theme and is the cheapest it's ever been at 40% off. Step into the shoes of the youngest yet underestimated member of the Von Teasel family. Your grandmother is giving you one final chance to prove yourself as a witch by helping the locals prepare for the upcoming harvest festival. But you've only got 2 weeks to show everyone your true worth. Being a witch isn't just about grand gestures and spells though. You'll also need to fulfill your duties as a village witch, craft spells and potions, perform tarot readings, and lead guided meditation. Along the way, you'll also get close to your charming residents and maybe end up with a dreamy date to the festival. Will you rise to the occasion and help the village or unleash havoc upon Flora? The choice is yours. This is another popular one that I'm sure you've all heard of, but at 50% off if you haven't picked up Unpacking yet, maybe it's finally time. As both an organization and decoration game, Unpacking creates a Zen puzzle experience that plays out across 8 house moves to a soothing soundtrack. Each item also has its own unique sound effect, which is fun to discover as you stack them in place or slide them to the back of a cupboard. One of the most interesting parts of Unpacking is discovering how it tells a story through the simple act of unpacking boxes. Each new location you explore or familiar item you unpack presents a clue to the larger picture of your life. There were so many familiar items in the game that reminded me of my childhood too, like the Sailor Moon cosplay and the GameCube. But one of the highlights for me was definitely unpacking my chicken army at each new home and finding a place to line them up. One of the lesser known games on this list is up next, and I'm really intrigued by this seemingly simple puzzle experience. This is also one of the few games on this list I haven't played myself, but it does seem similar to other games I've really enjoyed, like A Little to the Left and, in a way, Unpacking. The premise of The Shape of Things is simple. Somehow these everyday objects have gotten turned around and you need to spin, flip, and manipulate each object to restore them to their original form. As you puzzle your way to the solution of each object, there are no timers or punishments to hinder you, just relaxing music to accompany your puzzling. We're heading to the woods in this next game to open the B&B of our dreams. But running a business is no easy feat, especially when you're a bear. Starting from scratch, you'll need to build and decorate your inn, choosing all the furniture and fixtures for each room. To keep your inn thriving, you'll need to bring in guests and make sure they're happy. This means maintaining your reputation, earning money, and attracting new customers. But when you're not running the inn, you'll find yourself exploring the woods and unraveling a deep plot that goes deeper than the forest you've set up in. If you're looking to step into Hank's paws, then you'll be pleased to hear that Bear and Breakfast is currently 35% off. And so is this next game on the list. This is another cozy puzzle game where hundreds, if not thousands, of household items are just waiting to be organized and tidied away. With clever puzzles made out of messed up everyday items, you'll need to figure out the perfect spot for each one. Just watch out for a mischievous kitty who wants to undo all your hard work. There are over 75 satisfying puzzles to discover in A Little to the Left, a DLC, and a daily tidy mode, which generates a brand new puzzle every single day. This next one is one of my favourite games of all time because I just love how charming it is. Alba, a Wildlife Adventure tells a story of how even the smallest person can make a big difference. While visiting her grandparents for the summer, Alba discovers their quiet island life is threatened. A huge hotel construction looms over their heads, but Alba is determined to prevent it. She teams up with her childhood friend to found an organization that can save the local wildlife and hopefully the island as well. This is really one of the chillest experiences I've had with the game, despite the tense plot. It's short and sweet and the perfect way to spend an evening and a few extra hours if you want to collect all those cute animals too. I would honestly recommend this game at full price, I love it that much, but at 65% off you really shouldn't miss this opportunity to try it out yourself. If you're still on the fence, you can find a video of my Alba gameplay linked above. I've covered a lot of puzzle games on this list so far, but this one has possibly one of the most unique mechanics I have ever seen in a puzzle game, and at 70% off, it's definitely worth a look. In Kato, you set out to find your grandma who was separated from you in a terrible storm. To do that though, you will literally need to rearrange the world around you as if they were pieces of a jigsaw, to reshape the levels and open up new paths to journey onwards. As you progress, you'll even discover new pieces of the map that can be rearranged with existing pieces to create new areas. Prepare to travel through strange and captivating lands, immersing yourself in their unique cultures and finding help in unlikely places. The city builder genre has always been quite intimidating to me because there are so many different mechanics and it becomes overwhelming very quickly. Fabledom promises a more relaxing, laid-back experience, and if you've ever wanted to get a taste of the city building genre, this is a good place to start, especially as it's 30% off right now. Step into a world where fairy tales have come to life and watch over your villagers as you grow and build the city around them. Witness the rise and fall of your relationships with neighbouring kingdoms, where every trade, feud, and partnership can shape your city's future. Unlike other city builders, love and romance also plays a role in Fabledom, with the prospect of suitors from other kingdoms coming into play as well. You can also build an army to protect your city from the magical fairy tale world beyond your wall, where witches and giants roam. While it isn't early access, there's already a lot of content available, and the devs are doing regular updates to continue making the game even better. This is without a doubt the biggest title on this list, but I just had to include it because I really loved the time I spent in Stray. Step into the paws of a lost kitty trying to find its way home in this moving tale of hope and friendship among strangers. In the seedy underbelly of a decaying cyber city, you'll need to navigate the unwelcome surroundings to try and find a way back to the surface to be reunited with your family. Stray goes beyond just making your character a cute cat, though. You can get up to all sorts of feline mischief by scratching up carpets and furniture, knocking objects off surfaces, and there's even a dedicated MEOW feature that I used a lot. The world building in Stray is just phenomenal. The graphics are gorgeous, and it really is an all around enjoyable experience that is currently 34% off. There are a lot of Pikmin-esque games for the PC. Wild at Heart is another good one, and Tinykin is one I've had my eye on for a while. The bright and colourful world filled with the adorable army of Tinykins looks so fun and enjoyable. Just like Pikmin, each colour of Tinykin has their own skills, from increased strength to exploding on impact with other objects, all of which are beneficial when navigating the world. There's no combat and enemies in this game, so it's a very chill experience focused on exploring the world around you and discovering all the secrets it holds. There are also lots and lots of things to collect if you are so inclined. I think this game just looks fantastic. It is essentially a platformer with some fun puzzles to solve as well, and it has such a unique look and feel to it and also works perfectly on the Steam Deck. Step into the shoes of Mimi as she journeys back into her childhood memories to relive the treasured moments she shared with her grandmother in Dodon. This game is worth checking out just for the watercolor art alone. It's gorgeous, and I spent so long marveling all the colors and details when I played this game. The story itself is intriguing too, as you delve into the past and unearth secrets hidden within your own sentimental recollections. Your Dawn explores both the past and the present in a moving narrative that may be a little slow at times. While older Mimi explores what's been left behind, young Mimi is living in the moment, avidly exploring the bright world of Dildon, and these were some of my favourite moments in the game. Kayaking with my mother, capturing beautiful photos with my camera, and compiling all these memories together in the scrapbook. Dildon is a short game that can be completed in around 4 hours, but it's 34% off right now. There aren't many co-op games on this list, but this is one I've been intrigued by ever since it was released earlier this year, and it's currently 50% off. In Blanc, you play as either a wolf cub or a fawn who are both lost in a snowstorm and trying to find their way home. Instead, they find each other and form a strange friendship as they tackle the snowy landscape together. Each animal has their own unique strengths that complement the other, and there'll be plenty of obstacles for you to tackle together. There are no battles or enemies to fight, it's just a relaxing, puzzling experience with a moving story. I've always wanted to try this one, and I wish I had a player too to try it out with, but until then, I'll just watch the cute trailer and wait patiently. If you're in need of a pick-me-up, I definitely recommend picking up heartwarming rom-com adventure Half Past Fate while it's 80% off. This game really feels like it should be a film, as you follow the lives of 6 strangers that quickly become intertwined after a meet-cute or two. Each chapter of the story takes place in a different spot on the timeline of their lives as you help them find love, fall in love, and shape their futures. Don't be fooled though, as this isn't a dating sim, it's more of a soulmate situation with fate already being decided for these couples. This is a really chill game to sit back and relax to with no tension or stress or complex puzzles. It's a sweet feel-good game that'll probably have you grinning goofily all the way through it. As Animal Crossing isn't available on the PC, Hoko Life has done its best to replicate the feeling that Animal Crossing gives in their community sim game. After arriving in a new village, it's down to you to remodel it into a charming rural town for everyone. You'll need to design and build homes for all of the villagers, and you can even decorate the insides too. Collect flowers and mix paints for different colours, and you can use the design table to customize the different pieces of furniture. Just like Animal Crossing, you can also go fishing and bug catching in your free time as well. While I haven't played this game myself, I have seen it mentioned a few times, and it's currently 70% off, which makes this the perfect time to pick it up if you are curious about it too. In this relaxing cleanup game, you embark on a mission to restore nature and save the planet. Fresh Start Cleaning Simulator tasks you with cleaning up the world around you using your vacuum cleaner and watering hose. This is a great game for sitting back, relaxing, and cleaning, but there are also puzzles and quests awaiting you in each area you journey to across the globe. Fresh Start Cleaning Simulator is currently 50% off. Those are just 16 of the cozy games on sale right now, and they're the cheapest they've ever been. I also chose these 16 because I either really enjoyed them or because I'm intrigued about them and considering picking them up in the future. Did you buy any games in the Steam Autumn Sale, and if so, which ones did you get? Let me know in the comments below, and while you're down there, I'd love it if you could like this video and subscribe to my channel. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye!